The geopolitical situation in the world has become much more complicated over the last 20 years. Once upon a time there was East and West, North and South, and the rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union kind of defined where everybody was and what everybody was. Today things are much more chaotic. So the most important thing for business leaders is to pay attention and to recognize that global complexity. I think the most important thing when looking at a specific country is to really understand the history of the country, the place that country has in its environment in respect to other countries around it, the system of alliances and partnerships it has with other countries, and really who's who inside the country. Very often business leaders do business with who they meet without recognizing some of the internal issues inside countries or some of the external issues between those countries and countries around them. The real challenge is to spend time and understand what's going on. Now what's useful is that there is a world of diplomats, analysts, military people, and they understand this stuff very, very well. The challenge for business is to listen to them. So people talk about the VUCA world, the world being more volatile, more uncertain, more complicated. I think the world has always been, to some degree, a VUCA world. What in this moment in time, the most important issue is to pay attention to the issues of politics, internal politics, international politics, and even bigger issues of war and peace, which unfortunately have not been eradicated from the world yet. Well, it's always exciting for me to come to different countries and to different cities and to talk about geopolitics, and every place has its own history. So the history of Portugal is of course very, very tied up with its former colonial possessions and the situation in Angola and Mozambique and Cabo Verde. So I think Portugal has a very interesting story today between its relationship with Africa, its relationship to Brazil, and of course its relationship to Spain.